Good morning, everyone. This is a plant tour video. It's gonna be like a chill, listen, I'm tired. This week has been a lot. My social my social battery and my mind clearly is not here. Oh my God, I'm choking on my saliva. The thing is, I need to do a lot of plant stuff, and so I hope you'll join me here. And so I'm sorry it's not gonna be like super exciting. And I did get plants in alive. The Propagating is 2 Anthuriums. Specifically, they're 2 of Kitty's plants. And then Nikki, Sneaky Plants, also threw in a couple Hoyas. I haven't seen them yet. So I'll show you those. And then I'm gonna go through the plants, a few of the plants that I got at the Ontario Plant Show. Depending, I'll see if I need to transfer them or not. And then I have a few plants in my IKEA greenhouse situation. I don't know what they're called. And I think it's time to repot a few of them. And maybe look at the cartel down Anthuriums as well. Some Hoya stuff too. Like there's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, very exciting. If y'all don't know yet, I usually, every time I get new plants, I put them in a bin, I isolate them, I don't introduce them into my collection just because of the possibility of pests. It's nothing against, you know, the seller or the shop or anything. You just have to do what you have to do to protect your plants. So look in here. Okay, oh yeah, I was looking at the 2 Anthuriums that I got. Listen, I'm still not familiar with Anthuriums, guys. I'm not. And I know that I have a lot, but I'm kind of doing the same thing I did with Hoyas 3 years ago, where I just bought a Hoya just because I was interested in it. It wasn't necessarily linked to, you know, anything special. Like I just bought a Hoya because I wanted to know more about it. And so I'm kind of doing that with Anthuriums. Like during the live, I was like, first of all, during the live was fantastic, guys. It was great timing because I was at work, but I was on my lunch break. And I was like, okay, I could actually like look at these plants and like see if I want to buy any. Did I drown it? No, I didn't. Okay. Please forgive me, everyone, because again, I don't. The names of these Anthuriums. Okay, this is an Anthurium besseae over here. Look how cute. Turtleback. So Kitty did show me a picture of the parent here. So that's what it looks like. It's so leathery looking. I know that could just be the picture, but man, I'm not even kidding either. Like, this is actually the first time I'm feeling, wow. Oh, that's not it. I picked up a different plant. Okay, never mind. I take it back. So look at this. You know, Kitty did show me this during the plant show, but I was still hesitant. I'm so happy that it was still available during the live. Yeah, I don't know. It's always exciting to have just new experiences with plants, especially if you're not experienced. How many times have I said experience? Okay. Layer of pond at the bottom. I'm assuming that's tree fern, and then spag at the top. I kind of like that. I know a lot of people are doing like the LECA bottom. I think I'm gonna start doing that because I feel like I have to. Like everyone's telling me to do it and I'm just like, fine, I'll try it. For this one though, I think I am just seeing how young the plant looks. It's still like a pretty like decent sized plant, but I think I'm gonna keep the moss. I do want to keep the tree fern. I'm kind of debating like, should I even move this one? I don't think so. Do you know what? I'm going to keep it the way it is. I think this size is perfect for it now. I think I'll wait until there's some new root growth and then I'll go from there. So that's the first one I got at the live. I'm very excited. The second one, I'm forgetting. Again, I don't know, y'all. Ooh, oh yeah. Okay, so this is an Anthurium Carla crossed with flat besseae. Am I saying that right? I can't say the Carla. Whoa, okay. I know, like, y'all are like, Kevin, you bought this plant, you should know what it is. Again, I bought this during the live, and then I basically like closed my phone, went back to work, then forgot the names. But these leaves feel amazing. They feel so good. How exciting. I know Carlas are, you know, the Anthurium that like every Anthurium lover wants. They want different kinds. There's so many different kinds of Carlas. This one looks like it's a mix, so I can see some LECA. I can see some pond, maybe mixed with tree fern and moss. Okay, wait, I'm remembering something. I think during the live, someone said, they asked during the live what Carla was, and someone answered, I don't remember who, but I quickly typed it. It was, so the Carla is an unnumbered one from Woohoo Tropicals. And this hybrid is actually from Shayna, Propagate_Shay. So I'm gonna assume that the flat besseae is the one that's in her collection. And I wasn't following her, so I just followed her. These Anthuriums look amazing. Wow. So yeah, very excited. Like I can even tell, like, can you tell? It's hard. Like the green is different. I feel like that's gonna be just an ongoing thing I say with Anthuriums. The green is different. It's like, it's not quite blue, but it is like on the darker side of things. And I'm excited to see how the veining develops, how the sinus develops, and it's just, yeah, wow. Okay, very excited that I bought those. I'm gonna keep these two where they are. And so, it's funny, during the live, Nikki, David, and Kitty were all there, and Nikki was like, I think it was like, she was like, can we just meet up for lunch? Instead of you like paying for shipping and like them going through the hassle of like packaging things. And I was like, yeah, I'm down. So we went out, I'm forgetting, we went, it was someplace on Ossington, it was called Union. It was a farm, I think it was a farm to table restaurant. I enjoyed it there. And then we got ice cream and then we hung out a little bit. It was such a good time. And I'm really happy that I decided to do that because, and I was telling them too, like, it's so out of my comfort zone to like, first of all, spend time outside. And second of all, like meet up with people. And like, even though the four of us are all introverts, like it was just such a nice time spending the day with people who love plants, because I don't know if you can tell guys, but I don't really have a lot of plant friends. And I've kind of done that on purpose through the years. I just kind of have trust issues in this community, to be honest. So it was very nice to meet them, and they're such lovely people. Like we stayed up until like 11, and I was like, guys, I have to go to work tomorrow. So I would have spent more time with them. Anyhow, whoa. So Nikki did give me two Hoyas, and I still haven't looked at them. I can tell it's green, and there's some like outer margin like variation, I think. So let's look at this one first. I don't know what it is. No, Nikki. Hoya Lee Prism, with the pink flowers. I've wanted this one, and you can see, this is the one I was talking about. You can see, okay, let me like remove. Oh, this is so exciting. It might be one plant, or it might just be a mid-cut. Wow, I'm excited. Okay, so exciting. Ah, oh my gosh. Yeah, I've wanted this plant for a while. You know, depending on like the specimen, there's some that have like more cream on the outside of like the outer margin part of the leaf. But wow, I'm very excited for this. Okay, let's open the other one. I don't know what this one is, but there's a lot of leaves. Oh, okay. I've seen this Hoya a lot. They're green. Sometimes they have, oh, not sometimes. The leaf has silver like specks on it. I don't even know how to say Hoya Colina IR26. I've definitely seen this being sold on Crystal Star Nursery as well. Nikki. Okay, and I was always curious about this one. Now I have one. It's so, I didn't know the leaves as like the emergent leaves. They're a bit red. Do you see that with the speckling? Wow, 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 wow. This is a huge vine. Oh my gosh, maybe I might cut it down. Like, do you see these leaves at the end? Right there. Ooh, what should I do? Probably gonna chop the two Hoyas. I'm gonna keep these Anthuriums the way they are. But first I did want to move on to, okay, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I feel like I'm killing this Fallopia. This is what happened, y'all. Okay, this part looks good. Do you see this? I don't know what happened, but this end started dying. And it's like an offshoot, this part. So I don't know if it's sensitive. I did keep it out in ambient conditions for like a day. I don't know if Nikki had this plant in like really, really high humidity. And then also I didn't realize how dry this was. And I remember during the plant show, she was saying like, you can drown them and it'll be fine. So I think because she didn't have water for a little bit, she might have freaked out, and that's what this, things are falling. That's what this vine is. But this part looks healthy still, and it feels really good. Do you see these leaves? Wow. Again, another one I was eyeing for so long. Anyhow, I'm just gonna cut this part because it's kind of dead. I'm just kind of training it around this wire that already existed here. How exciting, everyone. So we're left with this, which is okay. Still a cutie. And like I said, like the stem and leaves on this specific vine feel really great. Okay. And then can I be honest, everyone? This, so I got these from the Botanical Rarities. This is the Silver Stripe crossed with a NOID, so close sinus here. I don't know what kind of mix. It kind of looks like coco coir. There's some chunky perlite. Like it's a good mix. Y'all know me. I'm very iffy about arid mixes, so I'm probably gonna repot this one and maybe pawn. What are we thinking? I feel like I'm gonna keep all the other Anthuriums where they are. I was just kind of doing an assessment and looking because I haven't really looked at these in a few days. So I think I'm gonna keep those the way they are, and I'm gonna do pawn with some fluval stratum. I don't know why I decided that. I'm just trying something different. I feel like it would just buffer the substrate through time. And so I think that's what we're gonna do with this one. Let me adjust the camera. First thing, I'm just gonna take the plant of the substrate. Roots look fantastic. Do you see this? I don't have to rinse, but I'm going to. Okay, so I did rinse the majority off. Like for example, if I was transferring this one into LECA, I would probably go harder when it comes to washing the dirt off the roots. But pawn, I'm usually okay if it's like this. None of the roots came off at all. So this is a fantastic root system. I'm gonna use this planter, pawn, and stratum. Ooh, it looks like this might grow out the planter quickly. However, I think the main thing is just focusing on the newer roots up here. Do you see those? Those are fresh, fresh, fresh. Gotta keep them fresh, so we're gonna keep them moist by submerging them under the pawn. And with that, I think I have to remove this leaf. Just like that. Ooh, should I put, okay, let me sprinkle some myco, guys. So, great white. Pretty sure you could sprinkle it directly on the roots or substrate. So, I'm just trying to put a tiny amount. Good. Oh! That's too much. Okay. Whoopsies. I guess this plant's gonna go off. Look at this. This is fantastic. So again, covering it all. Did I talk about the new leaf? There is a new leaf. So that's very exciting as well. Look at this. Just gonna put plain water because it got all the good stuff already in the substrate and the myco and everything. I'm just filling the self-watering pot to the maximum. That will be at the top over here of the planter. Okay, can I do a side note, please? I want to show this plant somewhere in a video, but there was never like an opportunity. So I got the, I still don't know if this is how you say it, like papillilaminum A+ crossed with NOID Code Red. I bought this from David. I think this hybrid is originally from To Plant Daddy on Instagram. So I am shook with these leaves. And this is the reason why I bought it in the first place. Again, I didn't know anything about these Anthuriums. I didn't even look them up. I was just like, I like how this looks, so I'm gonna buy it. So in my care, it's pushed out these two leaves. Let me try to show them. Do you see these? Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. Do you see these? So this is this is an older leaf. I think it's a lot darker because it's hardened off. This one is the new leaf. It's starting to harden off, so it's still a little bit lighter, but it's still so gorgeous. Wow, are you kidding? Okay, so I got this plant with these 3 leaves here. So these are the 2 old leaves, and then that was the newest one that was attached to this plant when I got it. But do you see this? I love how also this older leaf, and this is heavy because it's in pond, guys. This old leaf is kind of attached over there. Oh my god, I don't know. I think I said this in the video, like, I think this is going to be my favorite, one of my favorite Anthuriums. It seems like it's incredibly easy. Like, it seems like it's such an easy plant. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I didn't film it, but yesterday I did add more pon because there were more aerial roots, so I added pon and stratum. You kind of see the stratum up there, just at the base of the stem to cover the aerial roots. And so I'm really hoping it takes off. It is taking off. The leaves feel super healthy too. Like, it's hard to explain, but they're very firm. And so I'm very excited. Look at this. Look at this leaf, guys. So, I don't know. Is it just me? I'm so obsessed. Okay. Yay, okay. Sorry for that sidetrack situation. Okay, also guys, the reason why I'm trying to rush to do all these repots and stuff. Sorry, I'm just like finding planters in the corners of my home. I'm like, oh yeah, that's where I put it. I'm gonna grab my Anthurium clarinervium, repot her into this big pot. Y'all are gonna think it's funny because this clarinervium is still pretty small. However, you will see the roots, and it's already in a planter like this. So, I mean, the upsize is not going to be that much. But the reason why I'm doing this, I bought a big order of beneficial bugs. Persimilis to tackle potential spider mites. Oris insidiosus. I think I read a couple like research study situation papers where they said, because I got this question in the past, where there isn't a negative like impact or interaction between Oris insidiosus and Persimilis, so you can use them together. But correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. Either way, I don't have an active infestation. I think I would worry more if that was the case. I just need to, you know, cover my bases. Like, those two are very common. And then I'm just for the long haul, because Persimilis is very picky if there's no spider mites, if the humidity is not there, if it's not hot enough, they will just die. So Persimilis is just to get them real quick and just like get rid of any spider mites if they exist in the beginning. And then I have Californicus, will be in sachets that I will hang on plants. And honestly, I didn't look up if one of them eats Californicus, but either way, whatever. Californicus also is known for eating like certain types of mites as well, like broad mites. So specifically for Hoyas, if I can't see anything, I'm gonna hang a bunch on my Hoyas. And so, in conclusion, I'm doing this because I need to move plants and cluster them together, including the ones in this bin. And in order to do that, I need to, you know, repot plants that need to be repotted, just so I know like how big the planter is, how tall the plant is, and then I can move my shelving the way, you know, it needs to be moved. And then since the bugs are coming next week, you know, after work, I can just like spread them all the plants will be clustered together, and therefore the bugs will be able to walk on the leaves and just kind of eat whatever they need to eat. Okay, so I got this Anthurium clarinervium as a seedling. The leaves were like this size. Do you see that? So cute. And now we have a couple that are this size. Honestly, the veins are just everything, guys. So I want to repot it because, like I said, she's in this planter. It's funny because even though there's water in this reservoir here, you can see that the pond is dry. And I told you, because I have repotted this plant once before. The root system is gigantic. Anyone who has ever owned a clarinervium, the roots are nuts. Like, I'm not exactly, you'll see. Watch them all be dead because I'm just like, I always see the clarinervium as like the OG Anthurium. It was like the one that was the most popular at the time. Yeah, see, they're so thick at the bottom. Okay. Clarinervium roots are always so thick and juicy. Look at that. What? Look at those for this tiny plant. A little, oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to put this at the very bottom, eh? I'm gonna try to move the roots. Okay, I'm gonna try to spread, I don't know if y'all can see, I'm just trying to spread the roots around. And I know this is really disrupting it, and it's probably gonna take a little bit for it to adjust. But I'm thinking just because it's pond to pond, it's not gonna be like too stressful for it. This is udon noodles. And I'm gonna have to get rid of these baby leaves just to submerge. So we're gonna say bye to these two. Goodbye and thank you. So cute. See, it's always tough because the leaves always hit the edge of the planter when you're trying to submerge. Okay, so I'm just putting some stratum, sprinkling some myco. This is the planter with pon. I know, like, clarinervium's pretty common, but I am so excited for this one. I think it's because I saw it, like, where it started, and I think also because I had a hard time with young Anthuriums and pon, and this was one of the ones that got hit real hard. And now that she's taking off, and I think it was because I adjusted and maybe I added myco for the past 2 months, she has pushed out these beautiful leaves. Look, are you kidding? Oh my God, they're beautiful. Okay, so I covered all the aerial roots here with pon, and so we're just gonna cross our fingers that she takes off, and I'm so excited. Wow, yay. If y'all remember, like, there was a clear difference between wet and dry LECA, and like I said, and after showing you the roots, like, you can tell that it had a massive root system. That's why the pon at the top was staying dry, and that's another reason why I really want to transplant her into a bigger planter. Again, the pon was drier because the roots were just utilizing it, like uptaking the water for the plant. And because of that, the top part where the aerial roots were, they were drying out. And so therefore, if any of the aerial roots that were showing found that dry pon, they won't, I mean, they might have, but the roots might have just dried out and not rooted. And so, wow, so pretty. Okay, so that's why I want to do this. So yay. Okay, okay, where do I put you? Guys, this is a side note. That orchid, I still don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to learn these names. The second flower opened. So now there's 2 and there's a 3rd one opening. Oh, starfish. Starfish. Okay, what is it? Yeah, Yaphon? I keep saying it like that. Pink lady. Yeah, I kept it in the bin because I was scared, but someone told me that these can grow in ambient, so I'll move her out now. Oh, the question is what substrate. I just want to show you the flowers. There's a leaf that's going. It's the youngest leaf, so that's okay. Just ripped it off. But look at the foliage. So silver. It's so silver. Whew, I'm a little overwhelmed. There's a lot to do. Okay, what do I want to do next? Let's actually go through plants that aren't doing well and, like, I really don't know what's going on. I feel bad because this one was actually doing well and then I ignored it and then it dried out. This is my Bigfoot crossed with self that I got from David, originally from Cartel Down. Remember this leaf was so beautiful? I'm thinking it might have dried out. I do see a healthy root, but I think I might have dried it out. Then watered it, and then some roots were dry, so then I got this crispy. The new leaf looks okay. It's not fully hardened off yet, but it's almost there. And I'm thinking also it might be because it's too close to the grow light. So that's another thing I'm thinking. After that, again, one of David's plants that I got in February, I think. So this is a dark crystal crossed with Zara Michelle. You can seriously see the pinks and they stay. I think this green is because she was under the grow light, similar to the Bigfoot. Do you see this though? Fully hardened off. So I'm impressed with how, like, the pinks are staying. I just love this. For these 2, I haven't repotted them, so they're still in this small little container. It's time. This one's in pon. It looks like there's pieces of LECA as well. And I think this one might be the same. Why don't we do the dark crystal Zara Michelle first? I'm gonna be so obsessed with this plant. And I feel like it's hard to explain to people who are not, you know, collectors of Anthuriums, but these leaves, I don't know if these parents were strong. The leaves are so thick. And I think also, I mean, with Zara Michelle's, all of the time you do see people selecting through the pollination process, through seed batches, like you do get ones that are more vigorous than others. And obviously sellers will favor those ones just because they're stronger. So every time I've come across certain hybrids, Obviously I have my own Zara Michelle. That one, the leaf thickness is so thick. This one is really thick. So I'm not sure, but I am obsessed. There's some cosmetic damage because girl, she was unfurling and she was scratching, but it is so thick. Like I can go like this. I'm shocked for an Anthurium, like how thick this leaf is. Anyhow, okay, let's grab a plantar. Listen everyone, again, this is something I'm trying. I'm probably doing overkill when it comes to stratum, but here's the thing. I had a bag, I don't use it. Trying to be careful because there is a new area. Okay, that's fine. I cracked the planter, but I think that might help here. Yes. But look at these. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, beautiful roots. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not going to disrupt the root system. We're just going to let it be. And before, I need to remember, let's put a little bit of, this might be wrong. This might be wrong. Tiny, tiny bit. Again, this might be too much. There's probably too much. Oh, that was too much. Oh, well. Can't do anything now. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this leaf just because I have to submerge the aerial root. I'm really excited for this one. Wow. Okay, let's shake a little bit. So yay. Oh my god. Obsessed. Okay. I'm actually so scared to see what's in here. So scared. Oh, I feel bad because this is a beautiful plant. Like you can see, it has like red undertones and it's a different kind of green. I feel like I'm gonna keep saying that. Plant gets big, so let's use a big planter again. Same one over here. Okay, while I unwrap all of this, can I just say everyone, I am so thankful for all of you who watch me. It's hard to explain, but I think if you're a creator, you know, you just feel like you're not going to be relevant anymore. And that was always a fear. Yes, everyone, we're going deep here, this video. Since starting in 2020, just was so overwhelmed through, you know, the years. How just amazing you guys have been. Always coming back and just being chaotic with me and my plant chores and everything. So again, thank you so much. It's seriously still a dream come true for me that I'm able to share my journey with you guys and for you guys to, you know, enjoy spending time with me. I mean, I don't know if you do, but okay, anyhow, let's focus. Okay, so the youngest leaf here, I'm gonna cut it just because there's a bunch of aerial roots up here. This one's dry. I don't know if it's gonna make it, but we're gonna try anyways to submerge. We're gonna squeeze to loosen, and then we're gonna get the planter. I see a new root. I'm trying not to break it. Can we cooperate? Can we Ooh. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm gonna save that planter because it's a good planter. See, I was like, I see a tip here. Whew. Roots are good though. No rot, yay. Okay, maybe it was just that moment because I don't see any rot. Like I'm feeling the roots. And it might be the grow light. Wow, these stems are so tall. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to submerge it. I'm gonna have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to get in here. Sorry. I'm just confused. Like, do you think this is just the grow light or do you think it's like a nourishment thing? I mean, I did get these in February and then I kept in the planter and I was just like, I don't think I fed this with anything. Now, do I get rid of this leaf too? You know me, I like to keep leaves until they're like yellow. I'm gonna get rid of the leaf just because I need to submerge. So goodbye and thank you. And so we're left with the 2 leaves here. Oh, almost forgot. Okay, what do y'all guys do with Great White? Do you sprinkle it on or do you mix it with water? Because I know, obviously, like you can do either. I only tried like the nutrient solution and then like mixing in and diluting in water. I've never tried it, you know, putting the powder on. Oh my god, what a cutie. And then I'm just gonna water it. Whoa. Okay, very excited for this one. Yay. Okay, y'all, don't laugh. I bought this as I think it's a butt cut. BVEP, Carla crossed with BVEP cross with Ace of Spades dark form. So I had this leaf already. She did push out a new leaf. I had an accident. You know the IKEA greenhouse, you know how like it has those things to hold it open? So because this one was closest to that side, it like pierced a hole. What a nightmare. And I got this from the Prop Studio TO, specifically, I think from Nikki's collection. So yay, I'm very excited. The reason why I want to repot it, I know she's small and she could probably stay in here for a little bit, but the reason why I'm repotting her, there are two fresh. Do you see that? That's when you gotta cover them. So I feel like it's time. Tree fern on top. I think it's small pieces of LECA at the bottom. I think I might do pawn. Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm still obsessed with pawn. Again, I've had issues, but I don't like running away from my problems. I like kind of being a problem solver first. So that's why I'm thinking like now with the myco, now with the fluval stratum, and me knowing not to like go hard on smaller anthuriums, I think it might work. I'm trying to convince myself. Can you hear it in my voice? Okay, we're gonna try it with this configuration. So one of these self-watering planters with a wick. And we're gonna slowly take this out. I'm so excited. Every time there's like more than 2 parents, I'm always so excited. Yeah, see, these roots are so good. Look at that. I might keep the tree fern actually. Do you see that? I might not disturb it. I might just keep it like this. Is that okay? I think that's fine. Let's put the LECA back. I don't want to waste. Oh, I forgot. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited. So this was in the same home as the other two that I just showed you. So I think that this could potentially get darker. I think they're just a little close to the grow light. And then now that they're in self-watering planters, I'm not going to have to worry too much about them drying out. So that's so exciting. Okay, I'm just watering them. Okay, took a little break, ate lunch, a little bit more tired now. Let's shift to Alocasia. So this was gifted to me from Nikki from Sneaky Plants. I've kept it where she like has been this whole time, and she's been in moss. Whoa, there's like a web of roots down there. Do you see that? I personally believe, just in my experience, I think LECA is an amazing substrate for alocasias, and so I think I'm going to put them in LECA. Okay. I'm just grabbing a planter. Y'all are gonna laugh because these alocasias are small, but I just feel like they're thirsty. They're gonna do well. Let's see how hard it's gonna be taking these roots. Or the moss off the roots. Look at that. That is just amazing, guys. Do you see that? Okay, guys, so I just washed substrate a little bit. Look at these roots. They're amazing. Let me grab some LECA. I'm not gonna wash the LECA because you know me. I might get rid of this leaf though, just to really submerge it more. So let me grab the LECA. I'm just wearing the LECA a little bit. Okay, who's excited? I'm so excited for this one, wow. Such a beautiful alocasia. Okay, everyone, there has been some neglect on my part with this Alocasia Frydek. So she still looks cute, really variegated. I've let it dry out a lot and it shows. And so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take it out of the substrate. I see maybe a mix. Ooh, there's a gigantic worm attached to it. Now I'm worried, did I get rid of? I don't think so. Okay. I think we're good. There's a huge, is this part of it? Okay, let me just take things off. I'm confused. Is this a new corm or was this the corm? I'm gonna leave it. I don't want to mess anything up. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick rinse, but the roots all look healthy, so that's amazing. So good. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Okay, let's get this out of the way. I'm really hoping this gets massive. You know, I think I'm ready to start collecting alocasias again. It's gonna be really exciting to see what different kinds. Like, I really want the serendipity. That, I don't know. The price tag is insane to me, but you know, it might be worth it. I don't know. Okay, it looks so wonk because this leaf is going that way. It's gonna die soon, just because it's the oldest one. I just want to keep it because these two leaves don't have that much green. And so I might, on my shelf, put it against my west-facing window, this leaf, and then have these two like under the grow light. And I think we'll be okay. I know I'm not feeding it yet. I'm planning to change my nutrient solution for my plants in LECA this weekend. So I'm just doing water. Again, like, it's a small plant, so it's not like anything's gonna happen. And anyways, I put stratum and some myco already. So I think we'll be okay. Just a quick update on the NOID that I put in water. One of the Anthuriums I got from Cartel Down. It doesn't look great, which is sad because I was so excited for it. It's not totally gone. I think I just need to put it in like a dome of some sort. I'm feeling these roots, they're like real dry now. Like, I'm stripping them. Do you see that? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of one leaf, this one. There's actually an aerial root under right here. Do you see that? Then I'm probably gonna cut this in half and then maybe put it in moss. Obviously, these roots are not good anymore. I'm really just hoping that there's gonna be newer root growth from like somewhere in the stem here. And there are a few opportunities, so I'm just cutting what I need to cut. We're gonna hope for the best. Girl, I really wanted this one to thrive. Just cut the leaf in half. And yeah, we'll see. Oh my god. This is the saddest thing. Okay, maybe I'll use one of these cups. Yeah, like, why don't I do this? Like, this is cute. I'll just put moss. Just putting some spag at the bottom here. Touch of that. Touch of that. I feel like this is the moment to tell y'all. Okay, so I'm keeping it like this. So moss, stratum, and myco, and then I'm just gonna put some water. And y'all, I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna show you some updates on Anthuriums that weren't doing well, or like the same kind of situation. So I'm finally gonna show you my X1. Let me just grab it, actually. I'm gonna show you some Anthuriums that, basically the update of a few of them that I got from Cartel Down. I did the same thing with my X1 cross with Fort Sherman. So that leaf has gone, like that leaf that was attached to it. I put it in moss, and I know it doesn't look like a lot, but she's pushed out 3 leaves since, you know, I had that situation. Basically, there was a bunch of root rot because I didn't water it, but you can see now that I have her in moss here. New root, if I rotate her, new roots. And yeah, so I'm pleased. I'm still gonna keep it like this. Again, she is still pretty young, but I'm very excited. Again, like, I think this was one that I was so excited for, and I was very upset with myself that I let it go the way it went. But, you know, I learned, obviously now I know that it's not the end of the world. Like, that's why I'm so hopeful for this NOID that I just potted up. And yeah, so here that is, very exciting. And so what I was doing, I was keeping the moss really moist just to facilitate new root growth, not letting it dry out ever just because there wasn't like anything. And, you know, I had it under a grow light. The second one, don't laugh, guys, don't laugh. This is the point of what I was saying about seedlings and how I don't know how to like keep them alive. So this is a velvet mask crossed with self. And that's it. The second one in here died. but this one's still here. She honestly looks like the same size as when I bought it. But again, I'm pleased. Keeping the moss really moist. There is root growth here. And we're just gonna be very hopeful that this one stays alive. My Dark Phoenix cross with Fort Sherman that I got back in November. I did chop her into, I think, like 4 pieces. So they didn't necessarily have big root systems. This one actually does. I think this was the butt cut. So these roots already existed here. You can see that they're definitely not new. So I didn't, like, it was just a butt. And then, like any other plants, the first leaf is always the weirdest looking. So I'm more than happy that she pushed out this leaf. She pushed it out through the axillary bud on that end, but you can see that she didn't have any leaves before that. So here's the butt cut of the Dark Phoenix Fort Sherman. Then the second one, this is the top cut, and this one had 2 sets of aerial roots. So I did the same strategy where I cut the leaf in half. You can see, like, even in the color, even though this leaf is like not looking the greatest, you can see like the potential in this plant. Look at these roots. 1, 2, and then there's a third. Look at that. Oh, there's one here. Yeah, so I mean, no new leaves yet, but I can see up here. And this is not gonna look like a lot, but this is brand new just there. Right there. Same strategy, keeping the moss really moist, not letting it dry out, and obviously keeping it under grow light. They're under my LED, Sunblaster LED grow lights for 14 hours a day. So that's the second one. The third one was a mid cut, I think. I'm confused, because there's a big root system anyhow that like was present before, but she pushed out this leaf. So that's cute. So those are 3 of them. I think this might be the 4th one. There might be a 5th and 6th one, but like, I'm not entirely sure. So this was a mid cut. You can see I did the same thing, cut the leaf in half. Dark Phoenix Fort Sherman. You could see 2 activation points at the top here and then 1 over there. So that one didn't exist before. So that's very exciting. And then I checked to see if there's roots. There's 1 peeking out. So that's a brand new root. So again, it's not the end of the world. And this is what I was saying about specifically Fort Sherman. Like, is Fort Sherman just a strong Anthurium? Like, please, Anthurium people, let me know. Anyhow, guys, I literally just sat in my room in my head, as I do, for like half an hour. Did nothing. But I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching again. I'm still kind of debating how many videos I want to put out in a week. It's hard because there's a lot of Hoya stuff that I want to do. So I feel like, you know, the Lee's Prism and then the other one, I feel like I'm going to save that for another video. And so, yeah, I know this was like mostly Anthurium. It was like all Anthuriums except for a few of the Hoyas here and like maybe the Orchid. But yeah, again, Year of the Anthuriums. I know we're like halfway through the year already and I just started getting into them like recently, but like the different hybrids. I know I've had Anthuriums for years, like some Anthuriums, but I'm excited. Okay, I will see y'all in the next one.